years, I've had so many people ask me if I would sell tote bags, especially women coming into my art fair booth and telling me that, well, they don't have a room on their walls for wall art and they don't need a gift for someone. But you know the thing they would use every day, and usually these women say they're teachers or they're mothers and they're just carrying around lots of stuff. They say they would love to use a tote bag with my art on it. So I finally decided to test it. I ordered 2 different tote bags with my art on them from Gelato, a cheaper one and the one that they call the more premium version. We are going to take a detailed look at these, and this way, if you're thinking about putting your art on tote bags, you can decide which one will work best for you. This video is sponsored by Gelato. If you'd like to use Gelato to be able to put your art on tote bags or a variety of other products, I posted a link in the description. It's gelato.com/crystal and you will get 30% off your first order. All right, now let's get into it. For me, when it comes to structuring my business, I love using print on demand to make products that I put for sale on my Shopify website. And this way, at art fairs in person, I can tell people if they ask me about something like a tote bag that I'm not going to buy a bunch of inventory of in stock in my art fair booth because it just wouldn't be a manageable situation for me. But what I can do is tell them that the products are for sale on my website that they're looking for. And if they wanted a specific print of mine on the tote bag, for example, that they could make a custom order so they could get any one of my prints available on the tote bag. So my plan is to design a few of these, upload them to my website, and then sell them to customers at shows, hopefully. We'll see how that goes. But first, we're going to take a closer look at the tote bags. So we're going to start out with their classic tote. This is the cheaper one that they offer. You can get them printed with your artwork on both sides. And I really think that these prints turned out well. They look vibrant, they look relatively true to color. You can't expect for anything that you're printing on a product, like the material wise, you can't expect it to be exactly as crisp and clear as an art print would be. You have to have a little bit of wiggle room with that. So you can see, like, maybe on the edges here there's a little bit of white showing. And that wouldn't look that way on an art print. Sorry if I'm getting a little cat hair on this because the cover that I have on my table, my cat sleeps up here a lot. It did not come with cat hair. But you can see what the handle looks like here and the inside of the bag. Now on this one, you can kind of see how the white, they layer white under this before they print the color. You can see how it kind of shows through a little bit because this bag, if I can maybe show you, but it's kind of thin. It's not quite as premium or thick as I would want, honestly, for my customers. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not up to the quality level that I like. So that's why I'm really happy that I tried out the sample of their premium bag. Now I designed this one with different artworks. These are some artworks that I've put on other products too. But I put cat person, obviously. So I thought somebody who would like this bag would enjoy a little humorous saying on there. Not everybody likes that. So you could just have only your artwork on there like I did in that previous bag. But I kind of think that putting something on here with text gives it a little extra personality. And that's why people are purchasing these oftentimes, is to show their personality along with the art that they like from a local artist if they're buying it at an art fair or buying it online from you after seeing you at an art fair. You can tell the handles on these are much stronger and it's a lot thicker. You can't really see anything coming through on the inside from the printing. This bag overall feels so much more premium. So for me and my needs and my customers, I think they would rather pay a couple dollars extra and get the premium tote. As for designing the tote bags, you can see here they have the premium tote bag or the classic tote bag, and there is a little bit of a difference in the pricing. Now these are with the Gelato Plus discount, so your prices might show up as a tad bit different if you are not a Gelato Plus member. With a Gelato Plus membership, you get a little bit of a discount on all of the products. If you want to learn more about becoming a Gelato Plus member, I will link that in the description. And to design one of these tote bags, let's go into the premium one. This bag comes in a couple of colors. You can have the natural like I showed, or the black. We're going to go ahead and design a natural bag, so that way I can show you exactly how I designed this bag and how easy it really is. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to the files because they've already uploaded a bunch of different files to use, and I'm going to use this one. You just click on that and it fills it in right into the area. If you need to upload these, it's very easy to upload. You just click choose file up here and it will upload any of your artworks from your computer. And then let's say you want to add text because you have this box here, which is the printable area. And let's say you want to add text below it like I did. You need to make this a little smaller. So you can just drag from the edges to make it smaller so that way it will fit. And to center these up, you can go over to position. You can just hit center and it'll center it horizontally, but it'll keep the vertical orientation. You can also move it all the way to the top or to the bottom. All right, now let's add some text. If you go over here to the left, click on text, add text. Okay, and let's pick a different font. Let's try Oswald. You can pick a variety of fonts, so you can have something that really shows your brand or your personality as an artist. But we're just going to pick something, and so you want to go over here to font color. And I'm choosing black because that really pops, it shows up well. And that's all it takes to design one side. If you want to go over and design the back, go back up here to files. We're going to add my other file that I wanted on there for the back. And this one, you see I have a border around this. One of the things I love about their designer functions is that you can remove the background off of things from inside of here. So let me show you how to do this. It's really easy. Go over here to effects and remove background. Done. You see that white border completely gone and it's ready to go. And if you want to preview it, you can go up here to preview and this will show you mock-ups of what your design should look like. Now I do want to point one thing out. I didn't really like the way this looked on their designer. I thought, well, the image and the text are too high up on the bag. There's going to be all this empty space and that's going to look awkward. And let me show you in the mock-up of my design. Okay, so this is the bag that I designed that you just saw a little bit earlier. We're going to look at the preview of it, because this way you can see exactly what I'm saying here. Now in the designer, you can see it shows that this part of the image is going to be really close to the top. Now you can see all this missing space down here, but when it was printed on the bag, they made it all centered up so it looks awesome. You can see that there's an equal space here as there is down here. And it looks really good. Looks exactly how you would want it to. It's centered up all the way around. And this is why you always want to get a sample of your design. You don't just rely on what the mock-ups show you. I'd also like to point out that with their classic tote, the mock-ups said it was going to be closer to the top and have a lot of room on the bottom. But this one turned out that there was actually less room on the bottom than the top. Now, I don't know if most customers will really even care about this placement difference issue, but it is something to know going in. If you are a perfectionist like me, I want to know that the exact placement is going to be super centered up in here for my customers, because I think it looks better. Or at least that the mock-ups are going to match what I actually receive. Because when a customer gets this, it could be a reason they want to return or they're not exactly happy with their product. But this may not happen all of the time. I don't know. I've only ordered these 2 samples. So I do have to say though that it is something that I experienced and I wanted to make sure to let you know about that. If you'd like to try out Gelato, don't forget to use the link in the description, gelato.com/crystal, for 30% off your first sample order. Next, you might find it helpful to watch my video that I made for everything I wish I knew before I started using Gelato. It is specifically a lot of tips for integrating Gelato properly with Shopify. Check that out here. All right, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.